What does $11 billion buy you? You could build the tallest skyscraper in the world several times over. You could fund a mission to Mars. Or you could build one ship. Not just any ship. Most advanced, most expensive, most powerful warship ever to sail the seas. This is the story of that ship. A new class of American supercarrier. It represents a colossal gamble. A floating city of steel and secrets that can secure America's power for the next 50 years. But in a world of new threats, new technologies, and new rivals, the question is simple. Is this incredible machine already obsolete? To understand this new supercarrier, you must first understand the legacy it inherits. For over 80 years, the aircraft carrier has been the undisputed queen of the seas. These floating air bases replaced the mighty battleship as the core of naval power during World War II. In the vast Pacific, carriers hunted each other in epic battles that decided the fate of the war. After World War II, the United States continued to innovate. The jet age demanded bigger, stronger, faster. Then came the nuclear revolution. The USS Enterprise launched in 1961, freeing carriers from conventional fuel. They could roam the oceans for decades without refueling, limited only by supplies for crew and aircraft. For the last half-century, Nimitz-class nuclear supercarriers have been the U.S. Navy's backbone. But the world has changed. The Nimitz design is now over 50 years old. Today, the U.S. faces threats its designers could barely imagine. Precision-guided long-range missiles, ultra-quiet submarines, cyber warfare. This new strategic landscape is why the Navy says it needs a new carrier. Old designs are reaching their limits. The solution, a radical keel-up redesign for a new era. This new supercarrier is the Navy's high-stakes answer to doubt. The question, will the gamble pay off? The first thing you notice about the new Ford-class supercarrier is that it looks different. The most obvious change is the island, with angled sides designed to deflect enemy radar signals, reducing the ship's overall radar cross-section. This simple change opens up a vast, more usable expanse of flight deck real estate, allowing for faster and more efficient aircraft operations. The Navy claims this will allow the Ford class to generate up to 33% more sorties per day, a massive increase in combat power. At the heart of this new supercarrier lies an immense source of power, 2 new-generation nuclear reactors. While specifics are highly classified, these reactors generate nearly 3 times the electrical power of their predecessors. That energy unlocks the ship's advanced tech, a feature essential for its future weapons, lasers. Nimitz-class carriers, by contrast, need an expensive midlife refuel and overhaul that takes them out of service for years. The Ford is designed to run for 50 years without refueling. Perhaps the most dramatic technological leap is the replacement of a 70-year-old system, the steam catapult. The Ford class does away with steam entirely. It replaces it with the electromagnetic aircraft launch system, EMALS. EMALS can be finely tuned. It can launch heavy, fully loaded strike fighters. It can also launch next-generation lightweight unmanned drones. Alongside EMALS is its landing counterpart, the Advanced Arresting Gear, AAG. It provides a smoother, more controlled deceleration, reducing the shock to pilot and airframe. But the technology hasn't been trouble-free. During development and early testing, EMALS faced shocking reliability problems. The problems became so severe that at one point, even the President of the United States publicly criticized the system. The advanced weapons elevators became another symbol of the program's troubled development. For a long time, the world's most advanced warship was unable to properly arm its own aircraft. These technical failures fueled a fierce debate. Was the Navy's concurrent development strategy fundamentally flawed? When naval strategists discuss the threats facing the new supercarrier, one nation dominates the conversation: China. The real danger comes from their comprehensive A2AD network. This includes the infamous carrier-killer ballistic missiles. All of these weapons are guided by a sophisticated network, all designed to find an American carrier group and subject it to a saturation attack. The Ford-class carrier is designed to operate and survive within this deadly web. A growing chorus of influential military strategists and analysts argues that the era of the carrier is coming to an end. They contend that these massive, expensive ships are becoming giant, floating targets. Instead of concentrating so much power, they propose a more distributed fleet, making the fleet more resilient and harder for an enemy to target. The Navy and its supporters offer a powerful counter-argument. They insist that there is simply no substitute for the sheer combat power and global presence of a nuclear-powered supercarrier. It is a self-contained instrument of national power, projecting American influence anywhere in the world without needing permission to use a host nation's bases. The journey to bring this ship to life has been a turbulent one, marked by soaring costs, frustrating delays, and persistent questions about reliability. And yet, the ship now sails the seas, a potent symbol of American power and ambition. In the end, the verdict on this $11 billion gamble will not be rendered in congressional hearing rooms or by defense analysts. It will be decided in the tense standoffs and potential conflicts of the coming decades. For now, it sails as the most powerful warship ever built, a queen of the oceans whose reign has just begun. Whether that reign will be long and glorious or cut tragically short is a question that only the unforgiving reality of future history can answer.